Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Kim and you're on my channel, as you probably know already. And today is my birthday. At least it is when you're watching this. It's not when I'm recording this. And one of the things I wanted to do for a little bit of a special event, I wish I did my hair better. I want to look cuter for you guys. But one of the things I decided to do for a special kind of video for my birthday to kind of treat you guys was to do a Q&A. So I post on Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, you should be, and this is why I tell people to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. This is the best way to get it out to you guys and get questions and comments and stuff like that. Anyway, I post on Twitter, or on Facebook I should say. You know, if you could ask me a question or two, what would you ask me? So I'm going to go just down and with all of them basically, and answer some questions for you guys. I'll try to keep it pretty brief, but let's get into it. Kaif Ali says, Skim, I want to know, how much do you suffer the whole day? You work hard in the office and you come home and play games. Don't you get tired? I'm not kidding. This is what this person asked me. Yes, I do get tired. I get very, very tired, and some days I go without recording for several days at a time because when you work, you know, pretty hard and you come home, sometimes the last thing you want to do is do anything else other than lay down with some double dunker ice cream and your favorite YouTubers. So yeah, I do get tired, but I love this, and honestly, most times this is actually a good way for me to de-stress from work. It's very, very rarely ever stressful, so I like it, but it's tiring. That's why I want to do it full-time at some point. My favorite alcoholic drink, well, my go-to is a Captain and Coke. That's my go-to. It's my solid. It's my you know, my sidekick. Captain Coke, always good, always fair. Favorite color, green. Animal, turtles, and hair color. I love my blonde hair. Do you mean like on somebody I'd be attracted to? I don't think hair color has ever been that important to me, although I tend to date brunettes. I don't know why. I don't think I have a favorite hair color, but if you could visit any place, and oh, I'm sorry, so favorite drink was Anton Shalat, thank you, and Julian Van, oh, boy, I'm going to butcher your last name. Julian Van Dijsk, maybe? Dijsk? Asked the favorite color, animal, oh, fruit, I missed fruit, apple. If you visit any place in the world for a month, where would you go and why for a month? I feel like it'd be Europe. I think I'd go with Ireland for a month. I think so. Ireland. Can I pick that area? Like, does UK count? Can I do the UK? The whole UK? As is right now? That's what I would do. Another hobby of yours, except playing video games. This is from Rem Balbuten. Okay, so another hobby of mine except video games. I like to drive, which may not sound like a hobby. But sometimes, especially if I'm having a bad day, I'll literally just get in the car and I'll drive somewhere. Another thing I picked up pretty recently is going to the gym. It's I sit at a desk all day. It's pretty boring. I love when I have the opportunity to just go ahead and work out a little bit and get some of the frustration out. So that definitely helps me. Sharna Haynes says, will you ever say your real name? Yes, I would say my real name if I get to a certain point where it's no longer viable or realistic for me to keep my real name hidden. Until then, no, I will not be sharing my real name. It's just not worth it. But if I had several tens of thousands of subscribers and I'm doing meetups all the time and people are finding out what it is regardless, then yeah, I'd go ahead and I'd make it a known thing, take the mystery out of it. Philip Mole, sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, asks, how do you feel about having fans that really care about you and want the best for you? He has a little laughing face in there. Philippe, I am so very, very lucky to have fans that care about me and want the best from me and that help me out in the way that you guys do. Whether it's donations, and a lot of people do donate, or whether it's sharing the channel with other people. That's really how growth happens, is organically, or through Facebook search terms when you have a viral video. But I don't really get that very often. I don't focus on viral stuff. I focus on stuff that I think is fun and entertaining, which I think is actually better content anyway. Besides the point, that may have seemed a little ranty. Anyway, I'm very gracious. I'm very grateful and very gracious for the fans that I have. And I love you guys, all of y'all, and very lucky to have you in my life. So, and I mean it. Lauren McCullen, what's your favorite thing to do when you're not playing games or at work, like when you're with friends? So my favorite thing to do with friends is grill. I love to grill and eat out. I like to play ultimate frisbee too, just kind of tossing the frisbee around. But like my ideal day, if it's after work and it's a nice day outside, I want to go outside. I want to start up the grill with my buddies. We're gonna throw in some hot dogs, some hamburgers. Typically something. Some corn on the cob we'll grill up or whatever, and we'll just have a good time with it. That's a really cool thing in my life that I do enjoy. Kevin Chuck Berchanez says, I've been subscribed since like 8 or 9 months. Awesome. When you were still a small channel, I grew a lot in a few months, and I wanted to know what kept you going in the beginning of your channel. What motivated you? So I've had this channel since before my freshman year of college. I've graduated. It's almost been 5 years since I've had this channel now, and this is the 5th year. This is 4 years and 13 or 4 years and 10 months or 13 months. Anyway, 4 years and 10 months or so, about there. The thing that kind of keeps me going has been the interaction with you guys. Something for me at least about getting comments and positive responses. It just makes it worth it. So I really like that. Now I've met some good friends, people who I trust, and people who I want to meet and want to hang out with, and sometimes talk about personal problems with, through being a YouTuber, and it's wonderful. It's amazing. I'm very gracious and very grateful to have this as an available avenue for me to meet people in my life. So the people and the comments and the responses, and thank you so much. This really helped me. Or when people tell me like this made my day, I was having a bad day, or my life hasn't been so great, and I love watching your videos. Those comments really kind of keep me going and motivate me to keep going. So Trevor Francis asks, hey Skim, just a couple questions. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. Close friends I consider family? Absolutely. What kind of car do you drive? A Ford Focus. It's a little car. It's not the car I want, but it's the car I have. So have you ever thought of visiting Rhode Island? I want to visit all the places, all the states, all the different countries where my fans are, and get to meet them all over time, that is. Sky Key says, how did you settle on the name 2%Skim? Is it really just you loving milk? No. Though I do like milk, and it actually is a part of a nickname for me. I can't tell you anything more about it, but maybe one day you'll understand why or how I got that nickname at a later time. Louis Lieberman, what did you want to be when you were growing up? Did you always want to entertain? No. Entertain was not really ever on my list of things to do. And it's not my full-time job now either. Marketing is. And that's closer to what I thought I was going to be. I went through a lot of different things as a kid. I went through like policeman, fireman, all that stuff. Pretty normal stuff. I wanted to be a meteorologist. I wanted to be on TV for a long time. Not entertaining, but I love storms and I love weather, and I've always enjoyed that stuff. Nature is really cool to me. So that was a big part of my childhood, was wanting to become a meteorologist. Then that turned into, I watched Criminal Minds and said psychology plus crime is pretty freaking awesome. I want to be a criminal psychologist. And then I was like, I don't think I want to be that anymore. I don't think I could deal with some of the things these people have to deal with or hear about or see. What about just a psychologist? And I was going to go to school for psychology. This was all the way up until almost until I decided on what school to go to. And I realized psychology wasn't really for me either. Being a psychologist wasn't really for me either. So thought about it a little bit, and I had a passion for salesmanship, basically, and kind of that personality, that drawing, driving personality where I like to approach people and try to reach them on a deeper basis. And that made me think business. So business plus psychology, marketing. And that's where I went. So, and I love it. This would be considered a hobby technically. I wish it was a job, a full-time job, but YouTube would be considered a hobby. And but I love it, and I'd rather do this the whole time. Entertaining has become really a big part of who I am, and I really enjoy it. Dumbest thing you've ever done in your whole life? Ivan Jing. Dumbest thing you've ever done in your whole life? It's a really good question. I'm not sure if I'm prepared to answer this question. I should have read them all over better before starting this video. Dumbest thing I've ever done in my whole life. there's some things I can't talk about because they're just too personal. But one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my whole life is I dated a girl. It ended poorly, and then I backslid several times. There's a reason why it ended. Ladies and gentlemen, if you and a significant other break up, there's a reason why you broke up. You don't get back together with them. Don't try. Keep your distance. Friendship works for some people. Others it doesn't work with. Know who you are on that spectrum, and do not push yourself. So that was a bad decision. That was a very dumb decision on my part, and it took me a lot of time to get over that. So that's the one that I can talk about, Ivan, off the top of my head. There's other dumb stuff that I've done. I've made other silly mistakes in my life, but that's the one that comes to mind particularly. Cobalt Wolf says where your name came from and your first name. So as mentioned above, my name was my 2%Skimm is a nickname or part of a nickname. Portions or combinations of nicknames from before, and my first name. Wouldn't you like to know? What's your favorite fast food joint? My favorite fast food joint. Good question. If I had to pick a favorite fast food joint, Chick-fil-A, if that counts. If you refuse to count Chick-fil-A, but I do. If you refuse to count Chick-fil-A as fast food, my second would have to be McDonald's, because chocolate milkshake plus fries, it'll kill you, but it's delicious. So that's that one. And then finally, that was Augustina Calica, and Yuriko Kayla Kazuku. What a cool freaking name, first of all. What is the best and worst thing about being a YouTuber? I mentioned this earlier in this video. The best thing is probably the people that you meet and the friends that you make. I have no doubt that some of these people that I'm meeting now and talking to, and who are involved with the channel, involved with me, and the more involved with me and the more involved with the channel, the more clear it is that we're going to be friends. I have some people who I'm actually going to play video games with forever, and until I can no longer play video games with. There are people that I'm going to be meeting in real life. I have plans to. Yeah, it's awesome. The people is the best part. The worst thing about being a YouTuber is that sometimes you feel utterly and completely and totally stuck, and as if nothing you do is right. And this is a lot of people feel this way about different things that they work really hard on. So like to explain that, because it may be sounding pessimistic, I've done this for 5 years. I have 16,000, nearly 17,000 subscribers. I've seen people start a channel, record a couple videos, and they have 50, 60, 120, 200,000 people, subscribers. And it's their full-time job. Something that I would love to do. It can be depressing. It can be depressing to be like, 5 years I've been uploading videos on this channel. 17,000 is awesome. 70,000 people are interested enough in me, or at least it were at some point, that they hit that subscribe button. But other people somehow, almost overnight sometimes, just get hundreds of thousands. It can be disappointing. That's the hard part about it. But overall, I love it, and I don't have any plans on stopping. As long as I'm able to continue doing this, I plan on continuing doing this. My timing may change, the amount of videos I can put out, and the kind of videos I record and post may change, but I will be here. So, and I hope you guys will too. I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for all your love and support, and you know, I really do appreciate that stuff. When I say that at the end of every video, because it's true. I do appreciate it. And I think you guys know I appreciate it. And thanks for being here for me. And if you want to help me grow, I would definitely enjoy that. And sharing my channel with your friends, your family, helping me by watching my videos, linking them, all that stuff helps. And if I keep going, I'm sure that at some point I can make this a full-time job. Right now, it's just not quite there for me. But I appreciate you guys being here and all the support and love. And I hope that I can make your day sometimes. I hope I make your day all the time. But I definitely have a lot of respect and a lot of appreciation for you guys. So this is a 15-minute video, Q&A. Pretty decent. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I say that all the time, but I really do mean it. It's the best way to connect with me. I love getting those comments from you guys. I love connecting with you guys on that level. So do that. Follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. Share the channel. Send me virtual kisses, all that good stuff. You know I'm game. Thank you guys so much. Again, as always, peace out.